1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now we wait. Doesn't crash. And this should get us live on YouTube, and then Instagram will be shortly after. So, just drying out my worm a little bit here. The relays are confirmed to be starting. Let's see if they're both accepted. Active, ready for comments. There we go. Holy crap, Ethan, that was fast as fuck. It's not even live yet. I was actually having some issues going live. Oh, let me just try start it up again. Will first fish round. This is kind of the joke I had going earlier in the last stream. There's absolutely no way to catch it. If you go all in yes, it's literally 3 points. Enough, honestly. You guys have not managed to crash the bot yet, so I'm proud of you. I did a lot of work on the Instagram bot today, so hopefully it should be good. Oh. Score notification, let me join the chat so I can hear you guys. My stream froze. That's not good. What do you mean my stream? It's back? Alright, cool. Thanks for letting me know, Ethan. Quickly. Let me try watch it. Do I need to bring that thing closer? That's what's controlling the stream, by the way. So are you serious? Am I snagged ready? Oh my God. I'm gonna go with smaller hooks this time. I think I turned off the transfer command on YouTube. You can test it, but basically they're separate balances. There totally are. Brown, what's that size 4 hooks? I'm gonna use a rusty ass size too. And we're gonna give the fish tetanus, but it'll be worth it. I know I have a ton of size 4s in the car, but I must not have brought them down here. She scares me. By the way, if you guys are trying commands on Instagram, it seems like the Instagram bot's not working, so just hop onto YouTube and gamble. Bro is out of control. Ethan, you better use Giga. So you can show them why you need a high balance of point. Do a nice large taster for them. At least you're not named Keith. That's the real sad scam. good. Let's get this in the water and hopefully I don't immediately smack myself again. I'm also going to move this thing a little closer so that it doesn't keep buffering. It's a good fetish. All the cool kids love their goth mommies. All right, let's try to get in that pocket now. Close enough. By the way, I do not appreciate all the slander being... I'm telling you, the big place to go all in now. Crab, 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 crab. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure Ethan is like way younger than me, so he definitely can't be grooming me. If anything, it's the other way around. This is also way knots, by the way, so I don't lose a whole rig again. But I'm surprised I don't have a fish yet. Usually, like the bite. You are a... By the way, it's going to be the first of many. That's why I have a whole cooler right here. There you stick them into. I cannot tell you where I'm located, otherwise Brooke will appear out of nowhere and smack me if I say where I'm located right now. Yeah, we're basically going to get a production line going and start harvesting bass. I do this once or twice a year just to get a full freezer full of bass, and then I can use them for ceviches and stuff. They're really good. Get on Hinge, pretend to be a girl, talk to some guys. That is the meta in 2025. Just saying. You don't need me to tell you. Yeah, I get so many messages on Hinge, by the way, saying like, the fish are in the water. Like just an unbelievable amount of them. It's just bass. Just a billion bass. Guys, I already caught the fish. You already got your payouts. It shouldn't be an active wager right now. Handle audio delay, handle show intro, handle skip. You missed a bass. What do you fish here, bro? There's tons of them. Handle balance, handle all in. Oh god. Brainer. Handle skip. Gift. Why is it not doing it? Hello, you're good. Well, we'll figure this out later. Does it tell me? Does this process? Sorry, just sending commands to. There's already an active challenge. Ah. So how come it's not letting me resolve the active challenge? I'll figure this out after I cast again. Come on. I might have to be on YouTube, actually. That makes sense to me, at least. The result is no. Let me just see if do no. Come on. Okay. It's just not responding to the command. So I'm going to try it on YouTube real quick. Because the YouTube command list is external. Oh, there it goes. All right. There we go. That's how we get it to work. Okay, so I can just do it from YouTube. So what you're saying is when we do the what's now? So many people coming through here today. Usually there's like nobody, but I guess since it's summer, it kind of makes sense. They're floating, they'll go right over my stuff. That's good. All right, so. The bot stop playing music. YouTube always dies. You're not president now, but you do have the top balance by a million miles. Music is already playing. I don't hear it, so I'm just going to type skip. And maybe the music should come back. By the way, just tell me if the music's like being a problem. You don't have to pay them. You should bet now before you run out of points. You are rich again. Lose everything, Ethan. All the cool kids lose everything regularly. You can demonstrate how cool you are by once again losing everything. Oh no. The fish must spout. The fish must. I'm just getting a little high-low rig together so I can do another worm. Oh, I forgot to unalive the fish over there. Let me go do that real quick. No, you cannot get insurance. The whole point of being VIP is you have to risk everything and go all in every time, Ethan. Don't be a coward. Don't do it. Be a man. Now you're definitely dead. So you go. I can't tell you when the 5 minutes timer started. Otherwise that would be cheating. All right, no negotiation, Ethan. You gotta go in. Automatic restarter should take effect soon. Gonna make a little pond. Yeah, I know it's back. I think I got a little too far away from the, what's it called? I think I got a little too far away from the antenna for a second when getting this little fish. Look at this little fish. Look, he's a little booger. Come here. Come here, Mr. Fish. Mr. Smallmouth. How's it going? Little fisher. Small bite. But let's get this back out there. Let's get another fish. One close by. Yep. No, wait. Let's do. That's so fun. Ethan, you better bet yes. Otherwise, I'm canceling your wager. If you wait until 12:39 to bet no, that. Let's just let fish on the line. Ways to fix it. It's running on YouTube. If you want to gamble, come to YouTube. If you don't want to gamble, respect. Just enjoy the stream. Oh, let's get a floater. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to make these wagers. I can't just like wait until I hook a fish to bet. Just someone you're talking to. Yeah, they're just having fun. There's a bunch of people watching on Instagram, but since they can't gamble and the bot's not picking up their speech, I don't even know what they're saying. That was a nice far one. Should do pretty well. Sorry about the wind, by the way. I asked Brooke if she could control the weather. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have her superpowers on our side. At some point, it's gonna be too windy and basically unwatchable. It's a kind of haul so far. Greetings. Y'all are haters. I'm manually taking away your points if you wait until 30. I really need like a system where I can make it so it doesn't take in any new bets. Oh, I got off. I'm counting that anyway. Yeah, because if I didn't stop to resolve the wager, I obviously would have got him in. I'm just good like that, I guess. Okay, let's do another, let's do over 6 inches for the next one. I'm kind of bummed about that. That would have been a nice addition. He was probably like a 10-inch bass, which would have been good ceviche. But I had to stop Ethan from typing. Let's actually cast this way. Let's go with the wind. Let's be smart. We have a far and a near one. Probably going to set up another high-low rig in advance for one of these snapping. And we'll be good. I know what the next one's going to be. It's going to be left pole versus right pole. I think that would be a good bet. Also, the problem that Ethan's running into is that if you go, once you pass 10K, you have to go all in. You cannot hedge your bet in any way. So you can't say like, oh, I have 10 points. Let me bet 9,000 of them on yes. It won't accept your bet. It'll say, nope, you're too rich. All in or nothing. And that's why Ethan's being super cautious. He has 700,000 points. And if he makes even, everybody on Instagram who's trying commands, come to YouTube. The Instagram chat bot is having a moment. It's not working. I can't hear what you guys are typing. I can't really respond to you because I can't watch the stream. Ooh, look, morning dove. Everything. And then in the moment program, average fish here at inches. The one that got off because I was trying to resolve the wager was quite a bit more than 6 inches. And like, really sorry about the wind. 7 inches. Oh, that's a juicy cast. That's exactly where I need to be. You have the opportunity now. This guy's gonna throw the fish away. Why are there so many fucking boaters? It's a Friday. It's a work day. Go to work. Go to work, nerds. You want me to reel them in? Sorry, what was that? Okay, thank you. This beach decided to crank the volume up to 11 out of nowhere and yell that in my ear. But got no one to blame for myself. Somehow I coded that. Myself on these streams. I work with people with developmental disabilities who have schizophrenia. And I didn't think about that in the moment. My friends are like, just don't do that. Longer, because I don't want to hear. I don't want you. I will be here until like 6 p.m. or until I'm out of my 6 dozen worms. I have 72 worms. So I wanted a ton of fish. And these motherfuckers would stop going by in their boats. I might get more. Nah, they have the right to be here just like I do. Whoever is saying that. The dog was chasing me in the background. I thought it was you going, leave it. Oh my god, is that Verdad? Definitely Verdad spamming. Hang on. Okay. There. Verdad, please don't spam the chat, or I'll just do that. You can chat again in 5 minutes. And if it's not Verdad, don't act like Verdad, please. Otherwise I'll put you back in timeout. You know, that could also be Cake of Soviet, now that I think about it. Problem is, I don't know your guys' YouTube usernames, so I don't know who's going to cause problems. That's the other good part about Instagram. I get a lot more mod control. I have unlimited dictatorial power over you guys on YouTube first now. Somebody could just be back. I don't think it's on though. They did get. Also, anybody, just a reminder, if you're on Instagram, the bot works on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you type, click the YouTube. See if I have a worm on this one too. Oh my god, that was the shittiest cast of my life. Fuck it, I'm keeping that. That's honestly, that was a horrendous cast, but it actually wasn't a bad placement. Another fish, and let's go. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Oh. toothbrush. Oh, won't fix anything. But I cannot believe that just happened. I'm trying to get the hook out, scaring away all his friends. He has a big floater attached to him, so he's going to be, again, scaring away all his friends with the big floater. And like, this is not cheap stuff. It's like $17 thread at Bymore. It just keeps fucking raking. The dumbest ways possible. Anyway, we should start getting some real fish now. I know it's out of my control. By the way, can we talk about the fact that that's like the 4th or 5th boat to go by on a work day? Like, I know it's summer. Actually, it's the solstice. And Juneteenth was yesterday. So actually, maybe it makes a little bit more sense now. I just had to talk myself into it. By the way, don't get me started on Juneteenth. Because, like, I love the idea of celebrating the, you know, freedom of all people. But could we have, like, given it a better name? We've called it Freedom Day. Could we have, like, made it the 3rd Friday in June so that it's always a 3-day weekend and not like some random ass Thursday? Come on. Like, I think it would be a way better holiday if it was called like National Freedom Day, right? And it was the 3rd Friday in June every year, and the purpose of it was to to celebrate the last, what's it called? Last freeing of the slaves. It can have exactly the same meaning, but bro, a 3-day holiday for Freedom Day where you get to go out and fish and go camping, bro, and call it Freedom Day and like give free access to national parks to celebrate. Like, oh my god, you got a banger of a holiday versus some just random ass Thursday where you have to look up the meaning of the word. Yeah, it's holiday, man. And the thing is, like, you can celebrate exactly the same thing in both holidays. It's both about the same thing. It's about the naming, the marketing. 4th of July, some I guess Christmas is kind of like that when I think about it. Christmas is also a hot take, cringe holiday. Coming right after Thanksgiving in like the worst winter months ever. But you know, if you're religious, I get it. That one could use some more marketing. It is cool that we get 2 days off though. But as long as it's not a Wednesday, you always get a 4-day weekend. Or I guess a Thursday would also make it a 4th. What am I doing? This, I need a bigger weight if I'm gonna do this. Do I have any more nicers? I don't. Oh, do I? No. Should have had a lot. Ah, here we go. Float. Oh, this doesn't actually float. It'd be kind of embarrassing if it does. Because my goal is to have this like sit on the bottom and have that keep the hook pretty well. I could increase the weight, chuck it a little further. That would be obvious. But we could also there's like no action happening today. I think I gotta at least go until I get one more fish, right? Let me see if I can get the Instagram bot to work while we have this downtime. Oh, I got it to respond. Let's see if I can get it to do this. No. Come on. What are you trying to tell me? So it always errors on a command when this thing happens. Central.Oregon mainland timer thread run. Huh. It was working great in practice. I have no idea. Oh no. What did I do? There we go. So this terminal is not helpful because it just OCR stream watcher timer thread fails. Why does it fail though? Page up maybe? No. And the thing is, like, Brooke can't help me because I can't call her. I can't see what the error is. If I could see what was wrong, it would help me so much in the future. That's just not how the Java thing works. Out of bounds check from index. What? What are you trying to tell me? Come on, something bite. I can't get any information. It's such a bummer. So on the screen, or if I click it, it'll tell me what happened. But I can't get to it. Which is at least a big benefit. But does that crash it? Yeah, there's some kind of... It only seems to happen on live streams. Like, none of my practice streams can get this to happen. So the Instagram bot is now working, for now. Might not be working for very long, but that's actually kind of an improvement. So if you guys want to try gambling on Instagram, at least you have a hope. Take a snag and just take this off. Instagram makes it for you to do anything cool on their platform. Like, seriously. How cool would it be if we could just not have... What the fuck, dude? Why is this thread so ass, bro? Are you serious? Sorry guys, I'm in a little bit of a bad mood. What was that? This is 20-pound thread. I paid some fishing thread? Like what? Every time I've cheaped out and got the cheapest fucking crap I could find, it's been better than this. What is... That is so... There really should be no reason. Oh, let's get another worm on. I'm only gonna put one worm on this time. The thing is, like, at this point there's probably a bunch of bass that are hooked, tied to weights, and are slowly going. And it's because this satellites for more than 5 seconds, it disconnects the GoPro. By the way, this is probably like a 50-50 bet, so personally, if I was gambling, I would go no. But now that I said that, I'm gonna get a big one. I've also had a relatively annoying day so far, which I'm sorry if I like come off in a bad mood. Also, even my super fast version of the chat, because of how many people join and leave the live stream regularly, basically every time someone clicks, it can only process like 5 a second. And in order to get it to process that fast, I needed to like make some serious Nice. Let's get a measurement on this one. He wasn't putting up a fight at all. It's about 6 inches. All right. Nice 7-incher. He gets the hooker removed. Just more than the hook removed. Oh wow. Never done that before. Fillet? For later. And then let's get another. Let's turn this into a high-lower. I like high-low rigs. You can cast them a lot farther. And the next wager we can do is just betting on width. By the way, there's no bag or size limits for bass in this river, which is why I'm killing all the small ones. They're highly invasive and are causing major problems in the ecosystem. So you're encouraged to just like fuck them all up, essentially. I know they're like considered game fish in other states. If you do want to continue gambling, just head on over to YouTube. I'll get you guys a new. Somebody was able to type something. Was that a YouTuber or a, by the way, and then it just died again. I do also have these smaller hooks, so let's use them. So essentially we have big worm on big hook, and then we'll have small worm on small hook. And that'll be the wager. Oh wait, no, I already put one about the next fish being 8 inches. Yeah, you're a hacker. That's all I'll say. How does it feel being a millionaire in the only currency that doesn't matter, by the way? If you're a millionaire in anything else, it would be cool. But you're a millionaire on some obscure person's stream point. Think about it. Think about all the fun you could have if you lost 1 million points. And how your name. Remember when like Zimbabwe dollars and there's like 100 trillion. Yeah, guys, by the way, if you're on Instagram, come to YouTube. YouTube's where the fun is. YouTube's where. Jesus Christ, this wind is crazy. All right. Let's try to cast into that pocket for this one. Don't go line. Hang on 1 second. See? Oh, by the way, if you guys saw that placement, that was spot on. I'm proud of that cast. Anytime I get like within like 1 foot of the cliffside, but still in the deep water, it just like lights up a little neuron in my brain where I'm like, come on. Hold up, we got a customer here. My breakaway rigs, so this isn't a problem. Let's see how much of the worm you got. None. Interesting. Yeah, he was just biting the worm, I guess. Not even eating it. There we go, right in front of the rocks again. I'll show you my breakaway rigs in a second. They're kind of cool. They're a cool concept. So essentially, like, you guys can see that I'm snagged on something and I have to break the line, which means I'm more, if I didn't realize my breakaway rigs are on 17-pound line. So it's probably not ideal, or sorry, 40-pound. Once again, is there a fish just having a moment? All right, have fun on Instagram. Just remember, you can't bet there. I honestly think I'm done with that pole. That pole's just being a problem. It keeps breaking at the 3-string it. Yeah, there was a fish. Fish was attempting. The fish didn't get his worm. If you start like chatting on Instagram, I literally won't be able to see it. Nice place. And then I think I just hold this pole so that I stop losing my rigs to the rocks when a fish pulls it in. I'll also put a little, what's it called? I get some interest by the looks of things. I'll put like a little notice on the thing. Here we go. Incredibles, obviously. What? I think I got him. No, maybe not. Incredibles is goated with the sauce, bro. The bot works on YouTube. Let me turn these things. There's still people like coming to the Instagram thing trying to gamble. So I just put like a little notice so that people know. It works for a couple minutes and then something's triggering an error. I'm not 100% sure what the error is. Oh, let's go these guys past. Fuck, bro. I swear to God. That's annoying. That's why I can't put breakaways on the weight. I'm casting them too hard. Anyway, let's get this back in the water real quick. Also, by the way, I have like 5 hours of battery today, so I can stream for a little while. Let's go 1 ouncer. Put this through. Like our fishing club events are for people with special needs. And you know, it just means you get really fast at tying rigs, because a lot of people with special needs also are really impatient when fishing. And they'll tug really hard on the line when they're in a reed, thinking they have a fish. They break their line, and then you tie them a new one. Sorry, let me get back to my story there. One guy who would fish way more than like everybody else. And there'd be times where like the group catches 5 fish and 4 of them. And then again, like I picked up fishing only 2 years ago. So in my first year, I'm like floundering. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And by the way, guys, I'm a beginner. I've only been doing this for 2 years. But the thing is, fish content, because I like to catch crayfish. Go back, pre-tie your next rig, so that when this inevitably snaps, I can keep fishing, and life is good. And now I give that dude a run for his money. Usually me or him get the most fish. He still kicks my ass sometimes, but he's a good dude. Funny though, when like, sometimes people in the community will see us and like give us a, and then you'll hear like the member doing anything like that. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, our members are super chill. Because I'm not 100% sure just by watching it. we go. Getting bites. And let's go secure them. Got them. Maybe. This is going to be right at the border of 8 inches too. You serious, bro? It got off right at the end. That was like probably just about an 8-inch fish. I'm gonna do a full reset of the GoPro, since it is relatively low battery. This is straight, so clears them up. Oh, I did have this the whole time. I've been using my teeth because I thought I forgot this at the car. Oh well. Let's go find where my batteries are. Here we go. Like about once every hour, I probably should do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the stream kind of like essentially let the stream die for about 1 minute. So so now the live stream should be back. And now any sort of artifacts that were glitching the stream earlier should pretty much automatically resolve themselves. And if anything is still buggy, just let me know, because, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work. mix. I am snagged, so let's see what happened. I'm gonna make a breakaway rig real quick, so I'll show you how to do these since they are a little bit more of an advanced technique. 40, 50, what do I have? Braid that's fucking me. There's so many people who are trying to gamble on Instagram right now. Kind of funny. That's significantly stronger than the line you want to use. So in this case, I'm using 20-pound braid. This is a little risky though, since I'm using the same brand of braid on my main line here. But at this point, I'm pretty convinced that this brand is absolutely cooked. Hang on, let me break this. Do not buy, where is the brand? This brand sucks ass. Throwing them under the bus right now. I'm gonna trust this line over the swivel, not above it. Anyway, let's go tie a quick knot. I just saw that. Oops, in a standard clinch knot. It'll only have about 70% the original strength. You can see how easily that slides. And then when you secure it onto this, it'll very likely break before the rest of your main line does. By the way, sorry about the measurements. Or whatever knot that joins two lines. I prefer the double fins just because it is one of the stronger ones. So on your main line, you can tie a relatively weak knot like that. But, yes. So again, you're gonna tie the... Now here's the thing, pounds, I need the weight knot real quick. Let's get the weight on here. So now what we're essentially doing is if the weight gets snagged, rather than breaking our main line and losing the fish, it will only break the line attached to the weight, allowing us to keep the fish and reel it in. At the same time, if we lose the line with the hook, like the hook gets snagged on a rock, we'll keep the line with the weight on it. In order to do this, we're going to tie a simple dropper knot, but we're going to keep the knot really small. And in my case, since I'm using such a big difference between the line strengths, I don't need to make my dropper knot super strong. So you'll see I only did 3 ties right there. And we're going to keep the dropper knot really small because obviously we're going to run essentially a leader off of it. So let me go get that line. I only need a little bit of line like that. I'll put it through the dropper loop that I created earlier, and then I'm going to tie just like your standard leader as it, and the worm or the bait attached to it. That means that if the fish is smart and runs into the rocks, it will cause the weight to get snagged. But when you break the weight, you'll still have the fish on the other side of the line, and now it's SOL. At the same time, if your hook drifts into a rock, we're going to be fine, and the main line's going to be fine. You just need to tie another hook on. I probably should have done this at the beginning of the fishing trip, but, you know, attached to a main line with a hook hanging off, and much further down we have a weight. Because of the length of the line relative to the hook and the weight, this probably is going to get snagged a little bit more often, but at least now when I get snagged, I don't lose that with you. I'm drunk. We have a double, we have a weight on one side. The weight is attached to a double sturgeons. Significantly further up the line, we have a hook. This hook will be attached to the worm. And then further up the line, we have the swivel. So now let me just attach a worm real quick. By the way, I keep saying this, but it's important because people are watching on Instagram. The Instagram bot is not working right now. So if you want to gamble, you want to bet on the outcome of this stream, please. Since the only comments which will be passed to me are comments in the YouTube chat. Link in my channel, and then I'll be able to hear what you say. I'll be able to respond. I saw fish earlier over there, so I'm gonna also unreal. Got them. Are significant. This is not a bass. Let's see what this is. Let's see what you are. Oh Lord, it's a channel cat. What the fuck? Woohoo! I did not see that one coming. Come here, channel. Holy shit, this is a good fish. Look at this thing. It's a channel cat. It's 20 inches easily. I'm keeping this thing for sure. Holy crap. It's a big fish. Update the YouTube app before I can even resolve it. Fuck you. All right. All right, on this fucker. These are relatively common. So the way I measure fish, extend out. So that's 17 inches counting the tail. Just to validate, I do have this. Line of 18 inches actually counting the tail. Come here, fishy. Also, Brooke absolutely loves these fish. Channel cat, you generally want to, this is going to be a little graphic for people, I apologize. Generally want to stab their brain, it's right there. If it's still alive, what you can also do is you can come in here, push down, all right, and then you can take a pair of pliers, which are, where are my pair of pliers? Where are my pliers? Woo, I am way too drunk for this. Hang on, 1 second. Bro, where the fuck, oh, here we go. You can take the pliers, and after you've inserted this little hole, push them down, push in, and crush. oyster fish is not alive anymore. Lots of blood though. We'll put them with the fillets in here. But yeah, 18-inch channel cat. Not bad. Actually, let's weigh him. Let's gotta weigh it. Close to a pound of meat. To be honest, usually if you want channel cats like that, you have to wait until sunset, but Buddy was hungry. What can you say? Got lucky. And I'm gonna cast this right back out and we'll try again. By the way, I've caught roughly anywhere from 100 to 200 fish here. That's my first channel cat in the daytime. We've caught a lot of them at night, but that's my first daytime channel cat, which is kind of impressive. Next to the rocks, that's why I get excited when I hit it with them. I'm gonna make myself another breakaway rig. So again, nice long strand of 20 pound. Brooke's supposedly going to the movies with her dad, so she'll get real excited when she sees that message about the channel. Catfish is her favorite fish. So to get an 18-incher, she's gonna be happy about that. The funny thing is, I know I'm probably streaming to nobody. So nobody gets to celebrate my victory. Unless maybe you're... Let's see if YouTube has any comments. No? Yep. Participate. And you know, that is absolutely fine. Oh wait, let me get a new wager going. Let's do the same thing. Exclamation new wager. By the way, that channel was oh, holy shit, what is this? Oh, this, please be a pike minnow. Nice fish. It's a nice bass, that's probably what it is. Come here. Look at him. Nice little 10-inch bass. It's gonna be quick and hopefully not super. Oh, it's a female. Basically killing bass. They're highly invasive in this river and they cause major ecological problems. So you'll see I tossed the it's gonna be nice ceviche. I know a 10-inch bass in a lot of lakes on the central thing. It's like, why are you keeping that? Just so they don't eat a bunch of trout and native fish. That's the main reason. Get another fish. Nice. right next to the rocks as usual. So the rocks are where they hide out. And I can talk to you guys, if anyone's watching, a little bit about the strategy here. So essentially we have some fast moving water happening over there. And since bass generally, I don't know what the word is, but like patrol a small region, what essentially ends up happening, essentially have a constant stream of new customers who don't realize that this spot's extremely dangerous because a fisherman is here. So we can get a bass to move in. And you can just repeat the process pretty much indefinitely and keep getting more and more fish. It's a very easy way to secure a bunch of bass. I also have bites already, which is a good sign. Bass are also some of the dumbest fish in Oregon. Or you're like, hey, look, a worm, time to eat. It absolutely will eat that said worm. We're intentionally using size 6 hooks to maximize the chances. And since they're invasive, we actually should be trying our hardest to kill said fish. So, this is definitely not what you want to do if you're in primary creatures, but in Oregon, absolutely what you should be doing. Fuck them basses up. Jake, I don't think the transfer command is active right now. If it's a pike minnow though, I'm sorry. So essentially, the way this place works is like 80% of the fish are bass, roughly 10% of the fish are pike minnow, and 10% are either trout or steel. I have caught a steelhead here before, by the way. A jack steelhead. I still have no idea what a jack was doing this deep in like the middle of nowhere. So rather than like making his way back out to the ocean, yeah, I've caught steelhead here. I caught a steelhead. Again, one steelhead out of 200 fish. It's like not crazy odds, but still. You would not expect to see a steelhead here normally. I'm like kind of in the center of the state. I'm 200 miles away from the ocean, and still a steelhead managed to show up, and he's like, hey, why is there a worm here? I don't mind if I do. Oh, we did have a bite. Got the worm though. We'll never know what he was. By the way, Brooke's dad has a record, a 7-pound channel from this area. Not a state record, but like his personal best is from this one exact spot. So the fact that we got nearly a 2-pound channel is not too unexpected. The unexpected part is that it happened at daytime, which is when they're not active. Or at least not most active. Clearly they're somewhat active. I lost the worm on that one cast. And I have 72 worms, so I'm going to be kind of like liberal with these things. It's going to be a piece of shit. And the other bank is 200 feet away. But yeah, when I can cast that far, like 150 feet, and still get within about a foot or two of the cliff, by the way. One to type hashtag USA. USA. I also can't see the Instagram chat, so I have no idea if someone's doing it or not. But let's salute the troops. Let's salute America. All the troops are going to war in Iraq through 2 weeks. Holy crap. Guys, I'm sorry about the wind. There's nothing I can do about this. I know Brooke has a Jewish last name, but she does not control the weather, despite all the negative press coverage about her. I'm turning the camera because I'm trying to protect it from the wind, but I don't think there's too much I can do to protect it from the wind. I think the wind's just going to be a problem. I'm very happy. I don't want to jinx this, but I'm very happy that it hasn't rained yet here. Because, like, literally once it rains, the stream ends. Because I need to protect my server. A single water drop, theoretically. Also, I know I've said this a billion times. If you want to bet, gamble. How did this? There we go. So, like, the main thing when you're doing these breakaway rigs, you want to make sure left pole? No, left pole's fine. It is snagged on a rock. Well, why is the weight snagged on a rock? Well, if a fish got a hold of the bait and tugged it into a rock, the weight would break off, but I would still be hooked to the fish and my rig, because the worm would still be on. So it just, even though they're a little bit more time to tie up front, they usually save you time in the end in a situation like this. The main drawback of a breakaway rig is it makes it a lot easier for the fish to tap. Oh look, so let's not sure if we're on them anymore. let's go see what's on. Doesn't feel like anything. And if there is something, it's not very big. What broke? Okay, so this is why we use breakaway rigs. See, the weight broke, but it didn't take off the rest of the rig. And I know there's a bass there that I need to go process super fast, but we'll get him in a second. One. Hard, it breaks before, not after the rig, and the weight goes somewhere. Let's go 1 ouncer. And again, I have 6 dozen worms, so I swear to God, the number of texts that is, if I check it and if it's for Dad, you're getting muted again for 5 minutes. I got 1 second, let me look. If it's not for Dad, don't worry about it. Just the bass real quick. And then I'll go check what that was. And then, actually I'll check it first and process the bass. Let's see what's going on. All right. All right, let's see if the next fish will be more than 8 inches. That seems to be my average today, because this guy's more than 8 inches. I need scissors. Sorry about this, Mr. Bass. So if you cut the gills first, and then just cut their spine, see if they're a female, reducing, and we'll add them to our little fish pile here. By the way, congrats on your first win. I hope it's as addictive as it sounds. Also, if anybody is on Instagram trying to bet, please come to YouTube. The Instagram will do. I need to pee so fucking bad. So you guys get to look at the sky for a second. Because I gotta go. We'll check what fish that is. Oh, I'm not optimistic since it's not by the rocks. Usually smaller fish are away from the rocks. But we'll see soon enough. Sometimes fish surprise you. There's also a Canada goose watching me. Okay. Let's see what the fish is. See if it's even still on. Doesn't feel like it's still on. Yeah, it's not still on. Oh well. So whatever that fish was, I don't think it was more than 8 inches, but nice. I love hitting within a couple inches of my target. It always makes me feel good, even if it's kind of like an arbitrary thing. I'm gonna aim for that little white patch over there for the next cast. So y'all can police me, see how close I get to it. Nice wormithy. Oh, I forgot to unhook this. Yeah, I just literally decapitated the fish and didn't do anything with it. -1, highly invasive fish. +1, ceviche for Michael. Let's get a worm on. So by the way, this is how you can make a worm that kind of like wraps around the hook. So if you saw that, first I hooked the back end of the worm, then the front end of the worm, then the middle. And it means that pretty much no matter how the fish bites it, it'll get hooked. Check that out. I don't think that's a fish, I think that's current, but still. We'll check it in a second. That was a shitty cast. Not ideal placement, but oh well. Close enough. Thanks for the encouragement, man. I do think I'm not patting myself on the back. I think my videos have improved quite a bit. There's a fish on this. 100% a fish on. Let me go try to get him in. No? He's just biting the worm. Didn't take it. I'm gonna recast. Since he moved me into the current. The hook a little. Such good placement. I'm sorry. I was like within like 2 inches of the ideal spot that I was in. Oh, I'm snagged. Are you kidding me? Bruh. I have like 2 or 3 catfishing videos right now that I have all the footage for, and I just need to edit them, by the way. So you should see some soon. Because I have this ready to go. Just tie this up. I thought I hit the spot where there's no underwater rocks, but I was clearly wrong since my weight landed in a rock. This is the first example of why breakaway rigs are sexy as fuck. All in yens. Yeah. Why I'm not responding to your message is because I literally. Oh my goodness. Where's my server? Where's my server? Where is it? Here it is. Is it running? Guys, I have no idea if the stream's running or not. That was really quick thinking. Nothing I can do. It's hiding. Okay. You guys seem to be talking like I'm live, so I'm going to keep fishing as if nothing happened. I have a relay. If it's working, it's working. If it's not, there's nothing I can do about it. Make sure we're live. Okay. Let's reopen this thing so it can talk back to the server. Can someone in YouTube please tell me if it's live? Like, if you can hear me, just say live, like that one word, and that'll tell me that I'm good. Whew, placement. My placement's fire today, by the way. By the way, everybody who bullied me to get a spin caster rod, I appreciate all of your mean comments because I needed a spin caster rod. Bait caster rod with a spin casting reel. You've improved my game. Holy shit, what is this? What is this? You just snagged me right away. The thing is, my line on this rod sucks. So when I break the 8-pound line, the breakaway point, but it might not. It might just break at the main thread, even though the thread's allegedly, keyword allegedly. But yeah, check this shit out. Fish. So if I didn't have a breakaway knot, I wouldn't be able to reel this fish in. Haters gonna hate. This shit ain't 8 inches. Nope. Hi, Fishing and Football. So essentially what happened there was the fish swam into the rocks, got the weight snagged, but since I had a breakaway rig tied, the weight snag meant I could keep the fish on, and the fish couldn't get off. So again, like, this is one of those instances where, yeah, there's more effort. It's a more obvious line, so it means it's harder to get a fish. But once you do hook a fish, use them. Yeah, very quickly kill the fish, check the fish, toss in the cool water. Check out all these fish I have, by the way. I think I have another one in here that I need to process super fast. I think I felt it. Oh, there's a big fish on this one. Let's see if it's a bass. By the way, bass here are highly invasive, which is why I'm basically killing everything, regardless of the size. Oh no, Operation Protect the Server starts again. Get the server inside. I think I can use the antenna to protect that safely. Okay, there we go. Tube in order to place wagers. Otherwise, it's not going to take your commands, it's not going to take your comments, I'm not going to know what you're saying. I'm going to need a new breakaway for this one. I don't know, Ethan. Go place a bet. Be a cool kid. Have you ever heard somebody that isn't gonna keep gambling? The problem is, like, the weather's slowly getting worse and worse, and at some point I'm not gonna element. But until that happens, we're gonna be vibing. I have no idea. Wait, hold up. Is this Verdad again? This feels like Verdad comments, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, Ethan, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You're not making any sort of sense to me right now. You're making so little sense, I thought you were that guy who likes to spam my chat. There's like one guy who always joins and says like the weirdest shit. And then I have to take away his ability to say weird shit. Which I personally don't like doing. There's a fucking storm cloud coming. Oh no. Yeah, like, Ethan, I'm gonna be honest. If you say weird stuff from time to time, I don't mind. But like this Verdad kid, he'll like DM me weird shit. Yeah, there's storms approaching. Is to protect the server. Because if the server gets wet, the server dies. Oh my goodness, what are you? What is this? What the fuck? Oh, it's a bass for sure. What? That was the most energetic bass I've ever seen. That's an 8-inch bass. Sorry, bass. That bass was weird. That did not fight like a bass. That fought like something completely different. I thought that was a carp at first. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep fishing, obviously. I just think the storm's coming, and the storm's gonna cause too many problems for the stream.